this is part 2 of our crazy internet Last Jedi theories. Definitely check out part 1. We talked about some pretty crazy theories on the internet, but we also stumbled upon some ideas that could actually be what happens.
Yes.
We came up with some cool ideas that I would like to see.
Yes. I would like to see them as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So moving on.
Another one.
There's another one. I think this is more to do with The Force Awakens, but then people were talking about it in the context of what happened at the end of Force Awakens, and then what could happen in this one. The theory is that Kylo Ren is mind controlling Poe Dameron. We had that whole scene where he was torturing him or whatever, and they're saying from that point forward, he's either using him as a mole or whatever. And then, to which people were like, well, why would he mind control him to destroy the Starkiller base?
Yeah.
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 Right.
Well, why would he do that? Yeah.
Yeah. Why would he do that?
I don't know. Maybe
if he's a double agent.
Yes. Or he's not just a double agent, and he's like a singular agent.
Yeah.
And maybe Luke has recruited Ben to take down the New Order. They go through this whole thing, like Ben went bad and ran away from Luke right in the Snoke. Then they make him, this figurehead in the New Order. But realistically, he's still working for the Rebellion.
Right.
But on the levels of, Revolutionary War,
secret agent.
The only person that knows is Luke, where everybody else thinks that this is actually happening.
Right.
Just not to blow the cover, so he uses Poe to destroy the Starkiller base because he can't do it.
Right. So he has an eye on what's going on and can help the Resistance.
Exactly.
And help his mother out without really being
exactly.
So
as far as what our theory evolved into,
yeah,
plausibility is probably high. It's possible. I'd say 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
Probability maybe 4 or 5.
Lower. Yeah, lower. But could be interesting.
Yes.
Moving on. Rey hatched from an egg.
Like a Hatchimal?
Yeah, like a Hatchimal. That would make for a great product if that is really what happened.
Rey comes out of an egg.
Yeah. And basically what that's coming from, if you read the Poe Dameron comic books, there's a little comic span. It was earlier in the series, right?
Yeah, probably issue 3 or 4, I want to say.
Yeah, they end up, Poe and his crew from The Force Awakens going up against some First Order guys on this weird planet where these people worship a giant egg, and they say that the savior of the galaxy is going to hatch from the egg. Now, later in the series, a monster comes out of it.
Yeah, some kind of weird bird
I don't know
thing.
if maybe that theory was, that someone wrote it, they read that one issue and wrote it, and they see how it fleshed out. I mean, that's not going to happen.
I'd say 0.
She hatched from an egg.
Whoever made that one, you're stupid. Hatched from an egg. This giant dragon pops out of the Poe Dameron egg.
Yeah.
For some reason, that's their backup. Poe Dameron egg.
Yeah.
What?
Why would they have this happen? I don't know. Just for whatever.
Yeah, for whatever reason. A person didn't pop out, or else it'd be probable.
Right, if a person
this big
popped
bird
out
lizard thing popped out. So one that I like from the Shattered Empire comics is Luke goes to get the other part of this Force-sensitive tree that was on the Jedi Temple in Coruscant, and he gives it to this female pilot that was flying him around and kind of helping him out with this mission. And it turns out that it's Poe Dameron's mother, and at the end of Shattered Empire, they plant the tree in their yard, and Poe Dameron's running around the tree. Yeah. Which would explain why he's the best pilot they have,
right.
Because much like Anakin and Rey, they're very, adept to flight without ever having any real training.
Right.
So that would explain how he's, a very good pilot.
Yeah.
I'd say he is Force sensitive at least.
Plausibility through the roof on that one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because why would they have put it in the comics?
Yeah. I mean, and that kind of goes against what we were just saying about the egg.
Yeah.
But this one at least makes more sense.
Exactly.
You saw a little kid Poe Dameron running around a Force tree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, running around a Force tree. His parents' last names are Dameron.
Right.
we can only assume that that's why he's the best pilot that the Rebellion has.
I could definitely see that that's going to happen.
Yes, I could definitely see it.
So moving on, this is one I saw on the Facebook. Han Solo killed Han Solo in The Force Awakens.
I was like, wait, But now I know, yeah.
You know, so this is like an episode 7 theory, but it would have a lot of bearing on episode 8. Now, in the context of that scene, you have Han Solo and Kylo Ren confront each other.
Mm-hmm.
Kylo Ren's like, I know what I have to do, but I can't do it. They are both holding on to the lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
There's no physical struggle going on. And, you know, if Han is the one that switched it on,
mm-hmm.
you know, then Ben says, thank you. Han touches his face
mm-hmm.
and falls off. So now in Han's mind, why would he do that? If he knows, one, either that Luke has Ben undercover,
mm-hmm.
or two, if he just believes that Ben has good left in him.
Yes.
He knows if Ben doesn't kill Han right there, Snoke's going to kill Ben.
Right.
And if he thinks that Ben's eventually going to turn back and save the day,
mm-hmm.
this is the only way that he would ever be able to do that. Because if he doesn't kill Han right there, he's done. He's lost Snoke's trust, and Snoke is probably going to try to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So the only chance of him staying in the position he is in is if Han were to do that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem mad about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And Ben does thank him.
Yes.
So pretty believable.
Yeah, I'd say highly plausible. Like that's a 8 to 10.
Right.
Definitely.
Counterpoint. One
So
of the
nice.
first comments I saw on that was, "Yeah, I'd believe it if he didn't turn around and try to kill Rey and Finn."
Oh.
So.
So 9 plausible, probable like
Lower.
So if the shot looks a little bit different, the camera just died.
It did. So just to sum up what we were saying, just in case. Yeah. Definitely possible that Han could have done it for his son, to make the eventual turn back to the light side possible, leave that little bit of light still in him.
Yes.
Probable, I don't know, because, you know, Kylo Ren turned around and tried to kill Finn and Rey.
Right, so... Probably not.
Yeah.
So one that I like, that if... You know, the extended universe now that it actually matters, they're really putting these, like... You know, these, like, kind of Easter eggy type things, like the one that Rey's gonna pop out of. Really putting some cool things into these. So in Life Debt, which is Chuck Wingding's second book in the trilogy.
Yeah, his second expedition into learning the English language.
Direct translation from Wingdings and Word.
Yeah.
There is... Gallius Rex? Pick a normal name. Anyway, Gallius Rax, I think
it has to be a Star Wars name.
It's got to be weird. It can't be Rey or Finn.
Yeah.
It's got to be Gallius Rax.
Yeah.
So he, at this point, after the Empire's downfall, is kind of the shadow controller of the Empire. He's like the Shadow Emperor, even though Rey Sloane is seen as the figurehead.
Right, the first book of Aftermath, she's like the big cheese.
Yeah, she's trying to compile everybody together to figure out where to go next.
But as we're finding out in Life Debt, he's been kind of working in the shadows.
Right, building this shadow council to actually rule the Empire. So, at least in my head, he is Snoke.
Right.
Because he is rebuilding the Empire. And at this point, he's got to be pretty young, so years later, he would look kind of, mangled or whatever.
Right.
But, yeah, basically, I think he could be Snoke. Because not really much is known about him, other than that he was, this... Like, everybody knew his name, but not who he was or what he did. He was, like, directly picked for the Emperor and Darth Vader and all this stuff. So, it's a possibility.
I think it's fairly plausible because... Life Debt was kind of advertised as like, you're going to see the birth of the First Order.
Right.
Which,
if that's true, he seems more like Snoke than anybody else would be.
Yeah.
After have, read this book.
Yeah. Alright, so moving ahead, we'll do one more for this video. And this is fun.
I like this.
So I think we're going to do a part 3 at some point.
Oh yeah, we should. I'm sure we will.
For sure.
Faux show.
There's a lot of months leading up to The Last Jedi, and we need content.
Exactly. So we need to start pumping stuff out.
Keep the crazy ideas coming, Reddit.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think the Snoke is Darth Vader theory is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The only thing that kind of backs it up is, as we'll show on this like side-by-side image of Anakin at the end of Return of the Jedi and Snoke now, the facial scars are exactly the same.
Yeah, which when you put the pictures up, it has to be him.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, like, he comes back, tries to do all this stuff.
But, but Anakin turned back to the light side, so, like, why?
Yeah, why would he be evil?
Unless it was a clone. It's a clone of Darth Vader.
Ah, they found his body and recloned him.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking maybe he's not actually in charge. Maybe Snoke, once again, is the figurehead of this movement. And somebody else is actually in control?
Or, like, that isn't even Snoke, and, like, they use a replica of Darth Vader to be their figurehead?
Yeah, maybe. But, like, if no one in Force Awakens was like, oh, that looks like Darth Vader.
Right.
Then, like, why would he?
Yeah.
Unless for some reason he's trying to get at Luke, and Luke somehow draws this connection once he sees what Snoke looks like. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's far-fetched.
I will say, though, that the new images of Snoke that came out, of actual Snoke, the scars look way, like, weirder. So maybe it's just like the hologram version. It does look like the scars from Return of the Jedi, but
yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, all of these theories will be either put to rest or promoted into.
Yeah, hopefully we get a good amount of answers in episode 8. We don't need all the answers yet.
No, don't need all of them, but probably a good amount should be answered.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. Keep on the lookout for more theory videos because I think we did enjoy making this one quite a lot.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll definitely be making more.
Yeah.
Especially as we read these books and comics more and more, I'm sure a lot of things will be popping up.
Right.
So once again, I'm Brooks.
I'm Joe.
And this is another episode of Cantina Reviews.
I think it's fairly...
After have reading.